Hello, and welcome to what we now know about commercial excellence. This is one of a series of 6 webinars held live and then recorded to celebrate my 25 years of research into how pharma and medtech companies compete in our complex, changing market. My name is Brian Smith, and I've worked in our fascinating industry since 1978. I began my career as a research chemist before moving into marketing and strategy. Then, after 20 years in the industry, I became an academic, researching why some companies are better than others at strategizing and adapting to our changing market environment. My research has produced 8 books and 400 articles about strategy in our exceptional industry. I've now condensed that work into this series of 6 short videos. This video is about the differences between those firms that are commercially excellent and those that are not. It's written for busy people, so I've kept it short. But at the end of this video, I'll tell you how to get free copies of my published research. Let's begin by defining commercial excellence. Firstly, it's about commercial. All value chains have 3 principal activities: inventing, making, and selling. In pharma and medtech, these 3 activities happen mostly in R&D, operations, and commercial, respectively. So commercial excellence simply means excellence in creating and sustaining profitable relationships with our various customer groups. Secondly, it's about excellence, which is clear superiority relative to competitors. So commercial excellence means being clearly superior to relevant competitors at creating and sustaining profitable customer relationships. Some firms are commercially excellent, but most aren't. I've spent 25 years researching why this is, and here are my 5 most important discoveries about commercial excellence in pharma and medtech. Most of the slides in this video have this simple format. On the left, I'll describe what I've found in most companies. On the right, what I've seen in the best companies. So you can think of each slide as a practical suggestion to improve how your company achieves and sustains commercial excellence. My first discovery is that commercial excellence means different things to different companies. In many companies, commercial excellence is simply a rebadging of marketing excellence or sales force excellence, or a blend of the two. It involves applying metrics to those activities and using those metrics to identify improvements in efficiency rather than effectiveness. In commercially excellent companies, it is defined more broadly. It involves integrating the activities of everyone that influences the customer relationship, whether or not those people consider themselves commercial. So, to become commercially excellent, first, define the concept broadly and cross-functionally. Commercially excellent companies are able to give good answers to 4 difficult questions. What do we know about the market that our competitors don't? How do our resource allocation choices differ from those of our competitors? How does the way we implement our strategy differ from our competitors? What will we learn from our activity that our competitors won't? Companies that are not commercially excellent find it impossible to answer these questions. My second discovery relates to the question, what do we know about the market that our competitors don't? Most companies know a lot about their market, but what they know is also known by their competitors. By contrast, commercially excellent companies know something about their market that their competitors don't know. The capability to create this proprietary insight involves inductive, abductive, and deductive learning processes. So, if you want to be commercially excellent, you should begin by improving how your firm learns. My third discovery relates to the question, how do our resource allocation choices differ from those of our competitors? Most companies make resource allocation choices that are very similar to those of their competitors. This is because they use similar market information and similar decision-making processes. Commercially excellent companies use different, better strategizing processes and make strategic choices that are significantly different from those of their competitors. So, if you want to become commercially excellent, you should make your strategizing process different from and better than those of your competitors. My fourth discovery relates to the question, how does the way we implement our strategy differ from our competitors? In most companies, commercial excellence aims to optimize the efficiency of sales and marketing implementation. Commercially excellent companies focus on the effectiveness of all customer-facing activity. They do this by aligning every activity with the strategy and with all other activities. So, if you want to be commercially excellent, you should focus on alignment and effectiveness. My fifth discovery concerns the question, what will we learn from our activity that our competitors won't learn? All firms base their commercial activity on their understanding of their market. This understanding is always imperfect, but most firms do little to improve it over time. Commercially excellent companies continually improve their understanding of the market by testing and revising their assumptions. So, if you want to be commercially excellent, you must build processes for continuous organizational learning. These research findings lead to some important take-home lessons. If you're a senior leader or commercial excellence lead, you should focus on two things. First, define commercial excellence to include all market-facing activity. Second, ask those 4 questions to set expectations about what commercial excellence is. If you're a line manager in a market-facing role, you must build the capabilities to answer those 4 questions. This includes building the necessary organizational routines and micro-foundations, as I covered in my capability development video. And of course, you must manage those processes to deliver against senior leaders' expectations. In my published research, I go into much more detail about how to do this in practice. Thank you for your attention. This has been a short overview of how the best firms in our industry achieve and sustain commercial excellence. If you'd like to know more, email me for some of my published work or to set up a call. And if any other aspects of my research interest you, please look at the other videos in this series and browse the hundreds of articles on my website.